Hey, what's up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time zone that you are in right now. My name is Super Clark, and I'll be your shoutcaster for this tournament. This is a global tournament, Call of Duty Mobile, Euphoria and KSI. Thank you so much with the great collaboration of Tourna Bus once again. Thank you so much, Daddy Mon. Parang kanina lang magkatrabaho tayo. So I don't have the list of sponsors, but I just wanted to say thank you to all of the sponsors who made this tournament possible. Thank you so much. And we are live to all of the social media platforms that we have for this tournament. So please don't forget to share some love and support by following the pages, and also don't forget to share spam hearts. Thank you so much for the sponsor. We have Bashi, we have Y Cheng, we have KSI Zenith, and KSI DT. Thank you so much for helping this out and for having a prize pool. 20,000 prize pool, if I'm not correct. 25,000 prize pool, right? Here you go. And that's the one that we are about to discuss right here. The mechanics of this tournament: 1 kill is equal to 1 point, no hover bike, jackal, burst SG, a Metaclass tank, rage quitting, no use of Smurf account, trash talking, no team up, spamming of execution, must be in clan, same clan tag, at least 300 account level. And for the prize pool distribution that we have, a total of 25,000 pesos. The champion will be getting 15,000 pesos. First placer will be getting 5. Second placer will be getting 3. MVP will be getting 2,000 pesos. And seeing the prize pool that we have, in the MVP will be getting 2,000. I'm just, expecting a lot of actions for this one, especially if I'm the player and I'm aiming to be the MVP for this tournament. Aside from the money that I'll be getting as a squad, I'll be getting 2,000 pesos, and that's going to be a lot. So thinking about this money on the table right now, this gonna be insane. So let's see what's gonna happen for this tournament. We'll be showing you right now. If you have the list of the teams who will be playing tonight, by all means, we have the teams of KSI Main and the second team of KSI Euphoria Esports. We have 10-4, we have TSG Rigid, we have TSG Phoenix Rigid, YBC, BTD Diablos, we have BTD Phantoms, Immortals ESP Elite, we have Sin 4 Kings, we have Sin Main Team, we have PPH, we have 2KW, we have Blood Bashers, we have Pinoy Sanctuary. It's kind of like a band, right? QDS Europe, we have QDS Kabayan, there you go. Phantom Cryptic, we have Excalibur, we have Walang Tako, Tribo Azkal, and we have Tribo Ape, we have FAU Main, and the last but not the least, another FAU team. Those are the teams that will be playing for tonight's battle. So let's see how chaotic it is. How are they going to create some war zone? And I'll be once again your shoutcaster for the 4-round battle of BR. There we go. Moving on to the next one, the maps that we have for tonight's battle. That's going to be a lot. We have 4 maps that we're going to play in. No, I'm just kidding. Isolated and blackout only. You know the rotation of these maps, and I'm hoping that there's no any visual bugs that we're gonna have in playing a blackout map. But if that will be visible while we are having a battle, we are asking your patience on this one. It's going to be expected because we had an update to current season that we are in right now. So patience is the key. That's going to be the map selections: isolated, blackout, isolated, and blackout. There we go. Moving on to the next one, where we are just waiting for all of the soldiers to join into the room. And once again, this is a 25,000 prize pool sponsored by Bashi, Y Cheng B, KSI Zenith, and KSI DT. And as you can see right now, a lot of players are in the room already, and the team, the management, the Bakbakan management are also ready right now on the scoreboard, and they're really trying to do their best to make sure that we can tally the scores accurately. And definitely they're trying to be vigilant as well to all of the players who are joining in, checking everything, checking the profiles, just to make sure that there will be no bias or there will be no controversy on this tournament. Once again, we're talking about 25,000 prize pool. That's going to be a lot, and this is going to be a global tournament. Euphoria in collaboration of KSI, and this is the BR tournament with 25,000 prize pool. Ang dami kong sinasabi. Pwede ba magtagalog dito, or I need to speak in English since this is global? But anyway, there you go. We are just waiting right now. We're going to have 4-round grueling matches again for this BR tournament. So all you got to do is make sure to show some love and support. Don't forget to put a comment and top exclamation point notify to all of the social media platforms that we are having right now. And we are live to different pages. So all you got to do is follow those pages. And if you're about to share your love and support as well, right now I'm not yet live on my page, but you can also search my Facebook page. Just type Super Clark and you will see that picture that I have on my page, and tap on follow. Thank you so much. And here we go. We're seeing a lot of players right now. 79 soldiers in the room already, and in no time we'll be starting the first round, and the first map would be no other than isolated. There you go. Let me just go ahead and check what is going on right now from the page. Do you guys doing some comments right now or anything? Bakbakan management is live. Sheng Licious. There we go. Sa pangalan pala ng page, alam mo na. Shout out to the 25 million viewers from the page of Sheng. There you go. Thank you so much for topping exclamation notify. Andre Trebo, thank you so much. There you go, showing you your support. From Kara, good luck all teams. Sabi ni Kara. We have Nerms with the exclamation notify 2KW. Here we go. And I'm seeing right now the GC and the admins are really vigilant right now, checking the profile and also sending a message that one of the players are not in the clan. So, hey, BTD Phantoms, what's up? Magandang gabi and BTD Diablos. Parang feeling ko okay nagla-live. Magsa-sound effects pa ako. But anyway, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for supporting the tournament. The Call of Duty global community. Thank you so much. 32 viewers is the one that I'm seeing right now. Thank you on board. So BTD, let's go. Sabi ni Yesgra. Thank you so much. Maraming BTD nakikita ko ngayon ang active sa ating chats. So thank you so much for the spam likes. So let's see what's gonna happen. We're just waiting right now for the first round to start for this tournament. Again, we have a 25,000 prize pool. A lot of teams on the list. These are the teams that I've seen first time. But to some, definitely. I know TSG Rigid in Phoenix. I know what's the Euphoria? I know Euphoria. Walang takot. I haven't seen them. This is gonna be the first time. Thin for Kings and Main, definitely. Sikat na sikat. Let's go PPH. Sabi ni Lester. There we go. And we are back right now in no time. We will be starting the battle. These are the teams once again who will be playing tonight for this tournament global server. So there you go. So Tribo Ape, siyempre, alam natin yung Alpha Primary Esports. Kilala natin niya. Immortals Esports as well. Kilala natin yan. BTD Diablos and Phantoms, what's up? Slot number 7 and slot number 8. But before we start, we are seeing right now that the admins are still reviewing the profiles of the players and they caught something. And they're sending a message right now. So you got to be careful, guys, because this is a tournament. We have a prize pool. You got to follow the mechanics. You need to follow the rules, because if not, you will be DQ. And that's something that we don't want to happen to all of the participants. So I hope you guys are reading the mechanics and the rules of the tournament so that it will be a smooth run. It will be a smooth tournament. So thank you so much for all of your cooperation. Sabi ni Chino, lupit ng Tourna, pinaghandaan talaga, more power sa inyo mga idolo. I couldn't agree more. You guys got this. Enjoy is the main thing. I couldn't agree more. You just need to have fun for this tournament, right? No matter what happens, no matter the result would be, you just really need to, have fun and enjoy the battle, right? Exclamation 95, PPH, Ares, and Tribo, Alpha Property Sports. Is that the one, or Apes? I don't know. Exclamation point 95 from Era or Adra. I'm not really sure. Oh my God. Or RG. I'm having a hard time to read that profile name. With the exclamation 95 from PK. Jaja, what's up, Jaja? Magandang. I don't know what time zone you are in. Is that a umaga as well? Magandang umaga or good evening, Jaja. Jim, let's go, Sen. There you go. Good morning to everyone. Wendell, Perez, what's up? Good morning. And I'm just doing a multitasking right now, so while I'm doing my shoutcast, I'm also checking my calendar just to make sure that there will be no meetings being scheduled because I'm currently working. Let me open my Slack as well just to make sure. There you go. Forgive me on this one, guys. This gonna be my priority, right? I just really need to make sure. All right, I don't see any messages from my. Oh, there you go. One of my bosses. One of my bosses send me a message. That. Hey, there you go. All right. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. No urgent yet for now. And the only urgent that I have from my work is like I'm asking all of my team members if they will be working on Monday because it's a Memorial Day on Monday in US. So that's my time off. I don't have any work on Monday. That's my holiday. We follow US holidays. There you go. It's been a while right now. What is going on? I'm not seeing any progress yet. But earlier we saw that a lot of players joined into the room already. So let's see what's gonna happen. Thank you so much sa mga nanonood ngayon for the 45 million viewers. Baka naman search nyo naman yung Super Clark. O magta-type na ako, Super Clark. I-search nyo naman yan, oh. I-follow nyo naman yan. Baka naman, oh. Yan, oh. Pa-follow naman ang page ko, guys. Ayan, nag-comment na ako. MC Aldrin, magandang umaga. If your time zone is the same as the Philippine time zone. What's up? Good morning to everyone. Nakalib supervisor ko. All right, there we go. It's clear. Are we all good? Are we all good? Still checking. There you go. So, I really appreciate all of your patience right now. Pagpasensyahan nyo na muna ang aking mukha because they're checking all of the profiles so that there will be any question asked after this tournament or any discrepancy, I should say, or somehow controversy for this tournament. Like I mentioned earlier, we're talking about 25,000 prize pool, so it's going to be a huge money if we're talking about, for this kind of tournament for, Call of Duty community, right? 25,000 prize pool is really a huge amount. So I hope you'll be able to understand what is going on right now and making sure that all of the profiles being reviewed and the admins of this tournament really doing it diligently, and they're really vigilant in checking all of the profiles and making sure that no one will be DQ'd once we start the battle. Kasi sayang naman, right? At the end of the day, we're the reason why you're joining the tournament in order for you to win a prize, right? Not only enjoy, not only to have fun, but to have a prize, right? So we still have 50 seconds right now before we start the first round. As you can see, we have the Philippine map right there. We have Luzon, we have Visayas, and Mindanao. And on the side of that, you are seeing the isolated map. So definitely, if I'm going to drop off, I'm going to go to Mindanao because I haven't been to Palawan. There you go. That's the only place. That's a dream place that I wanted to go in. I haven't been into Palawan, pero Davao nakapunta na tayo dyan. So it's really a good place. Duterte's place. I like it. It's clean and tahimik. But right now, let's see if this is going to be a tahimik first round because we are showing you the map already. So let's see what's going to happen. This is going to be an interesting match. These are the teams who are really ready for a battle. So looking at it, it's on the middle part of the isolated map. Radar base, one team dropping off already, followed by Harbor. If I'm not mistaken, yep, that's going to be the team A, Euphoria. Let's see what's going on. If they're going to go ahead and choose a nuclear plant, which is going to be a chaos, and see if there will be any teams who will be dropping off from the military research or institute, right? Let's see, or ecology lab, who knows? But right now, these are the teams, these are the players. We're definitely starting isolated map. And here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen if there will be any first blood. 3 different colors that we are seeing right now from the nuclear plant. They're also trying to get their own juices right here and making sure that they got the Snowbee. One player got knocked out on the ground. Great job right away from Euphoria. Looking at it, is there any counter that we are about to witness from this match? Here we go, pushing forward. We still seeing close quarter battle. That's a quick annihilation right away from Secre. That's your TSG out there. Seeing the players right now going on to the second level. Checking out Team E. That's going to be KSI. So let's see. TSG and 10-4 also attacking. TSG Sai getting a good help right now from the team alone. Dancing around. Not able to react. But TSG Secre is still really bringing his A game right now, making sure that he will be able to win this fight. Looking at it, they got a good number of kills right off the bat. Immortals Esport, Flame is the one that I'm seeing right now, getting some juices from this location. Looking at a different player, Remy is also out here. So let's see what's gonna happen if Remy will be able to somehow help out the team or have a better position, because right now they got 3 kills in total right off the bat. Great job. EXC's out there. Kaizen is the one that we are seeing from POV in front of them. That's your Team Q. So let's see if Team Q will be pushing forward or are they being committed to attack right away. But so far we are seeing some players being knocked down on the ground from Kaizen. Kidlat doesn't have any lightning at all because Kidlat saying goodbye with the SMRS on top coming out from threat. Is that going to be a good threat or is that going to be the advantage? Let's see what's going on from Team R. Trying to connect, trying to somehow find a perfect angle that he can definitely use right now to create some huge damage. So far, they got a complete squad rotating, flying around, using the zip line, getting that kill point. Great job right away. First blood, 2v1 situation, pushing forward just like that. Not able to predict that one coming. And another knockdown that we are seeing with the trap being activated and being destroyed at the same time. And Team X is really having some challenges going on top right now and checking out threat, still doing some reload of trying to prepare the SMRS, but looking at it, good start, 3 kills in total. That's a good performances that we are showing you from the team BTB appearing in our killer feed as well. That's your Vibrus, if I'm reading it right, and Sikro trying to attack Euphoria right now because Natty, I think Natty is on the ground. BTD Sikro is also helping out, getting that win for kills in total. What a great annihilation. Looking at a different team, Team R once again. Tenzi is also right here, or Tens, trying to find a good info that he can definitely relay to all of the players right now. But so far, no avail. Going back to Team W right here. What is going on? The Team W is 3 ball, if I'm not mistaken. Just like that. Oh my God. Praise on the ground, crawling. Let's see what's going on. And King for the support. But Sen is out there. Sen Snow getting that kill. Looking at it, 5 kills in total right now. 2 players remaining in front of them. But Pri is definitely crawling. And King is about to do his best to grab the dog tags. Oh my God. What just happened out there? What a shot with the use of that SMRS. Now one tap siya doon, guys, and because of that, that's going to be an ample of time to revive his teammate, and they will be able to do some regroup. 2 soldiers remaining from Team W. I don't see any action so far. Let's see what's going to happen. Shout out to the 53 million viewers right now. Thank you so much for being here. Checking Team F TSG. I think that's going to be Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. OA, if I'm reading it right, getting a lot of juices from that supply boxes above them. That's another different team. Let's see what's going on. That's going to be Team P. Here we go. OA is on the move, trying to rotate. PS for Team P right here. They're really trying to be passive. As you can see, they're not attacking, not showing any aggression at all. But looking at the number of soldiers, they got a complete squad. Here we go. Connecting a few shots, cracking out that vest. Let's see if that's going to be the first blood coming out from Aya. That's your Immortals Esports rotation once again that we are seeing from Team P. Close quarter battle, knocking out Yato, saying goodbye from Immortals Esports. Seiya with the SMRS going up, trying to find a better angle. Team P has still having a complete squad trying to connect from Team F. Let's see. That's going to be a used damage, cracking out that vest. Trying to rotate another SMRS counter, trying to create some huge damage, but no avail, no shutdown yet that we are seeing right now from the players of Team P. But meanwhile, we are seeing Team F. As you can see, 3 soldiers on top. That's going to be the high ground advantage. Remy trying to find a perfect opportunity, doing some misdirection, being activated right now while trying to run from the side of this location, and Remy is being pushed by the 2 players of Team FTSG with a cloud of smoke being thrown, but not able to connect some few shots, doing some reloads, trying to do some reset at the same time. Remy able to run, misdirection being activated, trying to find some good info that he can definitely relay, but he's the only player that I'm seeing alone right now, going down once again from the cloud of smoke, trying to find another chance to knock down one of the soldiers with the formation that we are seeing from Team J. Is kind of like a 1-2 split, rocking out that vest. High ground advantage. Yami's doing his best right now to attack, but not able to knock down the soldiers of Immortals Esports with the use of that zip line, trying to create some perfect angle, cracking out that vest. Remy's definitely getting some damages right now and definitely doing some reset. It's a good thing they got the zip line that they can use right here. Yami also out here, but Immortals Esports able to help out one of their teammates to come back on their feet. Looking down from the teams, Team R10 still trying to hold on this position, but getting some damages outside of the zone. But he knows already what is going on because he is definitely seeing the players of Team P attacking, revealing his position, being brave, but not able to knock down any soldiers underneath him. 2KW this time attacking on the hill, high ground, good angle. Can he be able to capitalize? That's going to be something that we need to find out, because I don't see any use damage, I don't see any knockdowns, but he's the one getting some damages. But let's see how long can he stay longer on this hill, going down on the mid part of that rocky mountain. But Gokush is also out here looking at the map. A lot of players still outside of the circle, but few only teams inside of the zone, so that's just to avoid any further damages if they're still staying outside of the safe zone. And Triple Prey upgrading the classes, spatially waiting right now, taking the chances to upgrade their classes. Looking at it in front of them, that's going to be one of the players of PK, but let's see if they're being committed to push in or not. Orga driving around the map using that ATV, being one of the best driver of the ATV. What a great maneuver. So you can see huge jump and really being focused on playing objectively, getting inside of the circle to avoid any further damages. But let's see what's going on. I don't see any action. It's going to be a slow face first round that we are seeing. I thought it's going to be a chaos right away, playing in isolated map. What more if we are using the blackout map? So this is going to be a long run. This is going to be a long battle. I don't see a lot of aggression. I don't see a lot of action. But right now we are starting the second zone, to where a lot of teams, or majority of the teams, will be doing some risky gameplay, to where they just really need to grab their own loadouts. Cluster, grenade, cloud smoke being thrown right now just to adjust, just to rotate and have a better precision. ATV gameplay once again coming out from Senor Pedro of 2KW. Still trying to find a good angle, no avail, but PS still in front of them. 3 players, if I'm not mistaken, that I'm seeing right now. Yami going down from that tower, getting inside the zone, and here we go. 2KW still being alive. They got a good start, 2 kills in total. Here we go, attacking, knocking him down. Great job. Tom Pips saying goodbye already in no time. Nope, that's not yet a confirmed kill, but BTD popping off already, able to knock down one of the soldiers once again of Sin Team. Let's see how it goes with the blue plate. Oh my god, he's being pushed and being surprised, not able to react. Immortals Esports for the third party, and it was freaking perfect. It was effective enough to knock out few soldiers right there. We are now in the sanitarium. As you can see, a lot of soldiers right now trying to showcase how good they are and trying to hide, and I'm seeing a good graphics right now that the mission control being used. I think this is not a emulator anymore. This is the iPad that the director is using right now. I like the graphics, and thank you for giving me a clear one. And here we go, TSG OA, if I'm reading it right. 2 players submitting from Sin. Tom Pips, Super Jeff are on the lobby already. So let's see how are they going to counter. Immortals Esports perfectly executing that third party. In fact, they're rocking up 10 kills in total. They're focusing on getting a lot of dudes right here because they know that there's a lot of soldiers inside of that sanitarium building. Meanwhile, we are seeing my client TSG out here. Let's see how it goes. No bias at all, driving around the map using that rally car with 14 kills in total. Great performances, but not really being active. So you can see right there, they're just making sure that they have the advantage, that they can definitely capitalize in winning any gunfights. And true enough, they added one more. Immortals Esports really on fire as well. Thirsty for blood outside of the zone. TSG Virus is also out there. So let's see how it goes, driving around the map, trying to hit one of the players of Team F right here, or somehow do some ambush. Let's see if they will have an opportunity to escape from Virus. But let's see. We're still seeing another team at the back of Virus right there. That's your Team R, still rotating from this tower. Here we go, finding one. Quick ambush, great transition from the TSG. And we are seeing right now Immortals Esports once again. Marl TC with a cloud smoke, trying to get some resources. High ground advantage. Let's see how clever he is and using that position. Underneath him, that's going to be Team J, another Immortals Esports team. Here we go. Aya crawling. I'm not really sure when will be the support coming, but right now with the used damage, confirming that kill from Marl TC. 3 kills in total right now from Team I tonight. Great job. And we are seeing Team J, Team Z, and Team T. All of them are in the sanitarium location. So this could be the chaos that I am talking about before we start the battle. Looking at it, is this going to be the war zone? Is this going to be a chaotic place from all of the different colors that we are seeing from this match? As you can see right here, rotating, using that Snowy, trying to find a good angle, using a great cover as well, using that used branch of tree. But looking at it inside of this little room, getting another kill with a good trade happening because Kaizen is really going back to the lobby, and Mapanakit is really being painful right now by winning that gunfight. Here we go, pushing forward with all of the utilities being used right now, trying to be clever, trying to somehow hope to connect and have a huge damage in order for him to really push in and get an easy kill, but it is not happening at all inside of that Sanitarium. BTD Poppy once again, when he will be popping off once again, and that is something that we need to find out. Going back to the building of Sanitarium, we are still seeing a lot of different colors in a Sanitarium. I think that's going to be the last location that we can have for this first round isolated map, because if not, I will be wrong. Here we go. EXC. Ainiki. Or Ainiki. I'm not really sure. Kaizen Ramen or Rain. I'm not really sure if I'm reading it right. I think that's going to be Rain. Here we go. Getting some good loot inside of that Sanitarium. No, the corners already. That's really a good sign. But looking at it, mapanakit, still getting some juices from that supply boxes available in a Sanitarium close quarter battle. Like I said, I keep on saying a slow phase battle. They're really, all of the players really making sure that they got the advantage before they attack. Looking at it, they're playing objectively, they're playing cleverly. They just want to make sure that they got a good angle, so it's like not revealing their position and not creating a lot of noises. They just want to make sure that they can do some close quarter battle in no time and surprising their opponents. And true enough, because Rain able to get that knockdown. And checking out Team K once again, what is going on, going down from the 3rd level. If I'm seeing it right, there we go. I was right. On the 3rd level, Mapanakit is at the 2nd level right now, entering the little room, getting another kill. 8 kills in total right now from EXC. That's to Team T, with the cloud as well being thrown in front of him, trying to do some reset, trying to create and have a greater boost of the speed. But looking at the map, they just really need to be inside of the zone to avoid any further damages. If not, they won't be able to make it. And I was right, because Yato being killed outside of the zone. 2 players still that we are seeing from EXC of Team T. Meanwhile, we are seeing Team K, Sin, Super Jeff able to do some resets. Boji is also right here on the hill. Let's see if that's going to be another 4-king battle. 4 kings win or not, because in no time they can definitely do some gatekeep or not. In fact, Zero not able to make it, crawling already. Same thing with Cyro, also not able to make it inside of the zone. So that's really a good sign, because as we speak, we only have 7 teams. In fact, 5 teams to go with 16 soldiers on boots. With the use of that SMRS, spam SMRS that we are seeing right now from TSG Sekre, and Sekre doing some reset, trying to do some reload and be ready for another attack. Looking at it, still 16 players on boots right now, and trying to be inside of the zone and be effective enough and moving as a team. So that's really a great teamwork being shown right now by TSG and Super Jeff, now making a lot of noises. He knows already the location of TSG. Here we go. Oh my god, Sekre got knocked out. That's really a one-top SMRS with a cloud of smoke. Oh, confirming that kill from Super Jeff. That was insane. And Super Jeff's not yet done with the use of that Snowy, trying to find a better angle this time, trying to be closer from his teammate right here. Great job. Here we go. 3 complete squad that we are seeing from Sin team. That's your 4 kings out there. TSG, OA, with trying to rotate, trying to adjust the location, rewind, trying to dodge the bullets. That's really a good sign. But here we go, range battle, good diversion, 2v1 situation, and a huge damage. Shy not able to react quickly, knocking him down on the hill. That's gonna be Egop or Pogi. TSG RGD, just like that. Super Jeff once again using that block blade as some SMRS for the counter of TSG. Stellar is also still being alive right now at the edge of the safe zone, attacking the Sin team out there with the use of that SMRS. It's kind of like saying that, hey, I need you to tase your own missile from the SMRS. And true enough, because they created some use damage, but right now I don't see any confirmed kill yet from the 2 remaining soldiers that we are showing you from this POV. High ground advantage, a lot of smoke, cloud of smoke being activated. Super Jeff roaming around using that Snowy, going outside of the zone. Vero's still out here. He got the intel at your back. Tom Pips getting some damages. Wild card being activated. That's really a huge advantage from Vero's because of that activation of the wild card. That's going to be a huge help. It's going to be an easy angle that he can do right now, but he just really needs to do some reset. Super Super Jeff is still out there using that Snowy, trying to get away, trying to be at the edge of the safe zone. So trying to buy some time right here and looking for a better position to where he can have a better defense. Let's see, but you got to be careful because Super Jeff, in no time, TSG can do some gatekeep. Oh, high ground advantage, another kill for Kings. Send for Kings, saying goodbye already, and Super Jeff still being alive. That's the 3v1 situation. Super Jeff getting inside of the zone. He got no choice because of the damages. He's definitely getting outside of the circle, and here we go. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. BTD Poppy is also out there. Let's see how long can he survive being pushed by the TSG. Oh my god, that's the one that I'm talking about. Congratulations to TSG winning the first round of isolated map. What a phenomenal performances, and in no time we'll be showing you the MVP on the first round. And here we go. The MVP of isolated map is no other than TSG. I can't read it. I think that's gonna be Stellar, basing it on how is Secret. There you go. Thank you so much, Mission Control, because I'm not able to read it. But the MVP on the first round, no other than TSG Secret. What a great job. What a first win battle in isolated map. Congratulations to TSG. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and have a quick break. We'll be right back. And here we go. We are back to the battlefield. Just like that, we are done with the first round. We still have 3 rounds to go, and we're going to go ahead and start the battle in a blackout map. And this is going to be a different approach, a different strategies playing in a blackout map. But let me show you the leaderboard right away. Congratulations for getting the first win of this round. TSG Rigid YBC with 29 total of points, followed by TSG Phoenix with 15 and 13 for BTD Diablos, and Immortals Esports Elite with 13 kills as well. And going down from that leaderboard, we still have Excalibur with 10 kill points already, and so on and so forth. Those are the great performances that we are seeing right now, right off the bat on isolated maps. So let's see how consistent they are. Moving on to the blackout map, let's see if TSG Rigid will be doing some back-to-back win, or one team will rise up. So let's see what's gonna happen. This is going to be an interesting match, a good start. It's kind of like a slow phase action in isolated map. It was really a long match that we saw, but since we know for a fact that in a blackout map, it was also a huge map. So if we experience a longer battle in isolated map, it might be the longest match moving on to the round two if they're going to do the same thing. All right. There you go. So for the MVP, TSG Stellar. That's the running MVP leaderboard right now with 40 total points. Same thing with Secre and Virus and DA, or is that a DA or OA? If I'm reading it right. But right now, those are the candidates of the MVP who will be getting 2,000 pesos at the end of this tournament. And that's the one that I'm talking about. Maybe that's the reason why it's going to be a passive to majority of the teams in isolated map, because they just want to make sure that they can get a kill and somehow get a bonus of 2,000 pesos. Yeah, boy. There we go. We are back to the battlefield. As you can see, my face once again, and we are still live to all of the social media platforms. We are live in the back management. We are live on Tourna Bus. We are live on Shanglicious, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Shanglicious Facebook page. So all you gotta do is show some love and support. Just spam shares and spam reacts. Just like that. Spam likes and spam hearts. And also, don't forget to follow my page as well. Just search Super Clark. That's it. You'll be able to see my page and tap on follow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, just to promote the graphics that you guys are seeing right now, the control, the view, the POV, everything being controlled by one and only Daddy Mon. So please show some love and support as well by following his page. That's not no other than the Tourna Bus Facebook page. Thank you so much for Euphoria and KSI. This is the BR tournament with the 25,000 prize pool. Thank you so much for all the sponsors that we have for this tournament. And is that a Bashi, White Chen, KSI Zenit, and KSI DT. Those are the sponsors. And Euphoria Esports. And what is the KSI once again? Mission Control. Kill Still. Okay, Kill Still International. There we go. There's the meaning of KSI. Let me just put that on my list. All right, Kill Still International. There you go. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that. Comms from the Mission Control. I am getting some guidance right now that the info are in the chat. Just like that. Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International, another sponsors that we have just to make this tournament happen for the 25,000 prize pool. This is once again a global tournament. As you can see right there, a lot of great teams that we saw in terms of their performances. And speaking of performances, we are moving on to the round two. We are playing in a blackout map. So once again, thank you so much for all of the sponsors, Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International. Thank you so much. You guys are really amazing. Thank you so much for having me as your shoutcaster, for choosing the Bakbakan management as your admins, and for choosing Daddy Mon as your director and the production of this tournament. And I saw that the map that we'll be using all rounds will be at isolated map, just to avoid any bugs, because I've seen earlier that there's a visual bugs on blackout map. So to avoid any, again, controversy or a lot of questions, maybe, right, we're just gonna stick in playing isolated map. Thank you so much, guys. I feel like I am working right now. I feel like I'm talking to one of my bosses and one of my clients. Oh my god. Okay, all right. So far so good, looking good. Daddy Mon, just so you know, I went on lunch at 1:44. Oh my god, that's early. And we're about... Oh, am I like over lunch already? Let me go back. Back. All right. Let me go back right now. So this is a multitasking, guys, just so you know, while we're showing you the leaderboards. I'm doing some multitasking and going back. Thank you so much for your understanding. Here we go. It's a good thing I don't have any meetings scheduled in my calendar. All right. Happy Friday, guys. There we go. Multitasking, malala. I got some email. Let me just read right now. But anyway, guys, just to make sure that we are having some fun for this battle, can you somehow share our live tonight, and somehow can you type exclamation point notify in the team that you guys are supporting, so that I will be able to know and have an idea how much folks are supporting their teams right now and their idols. There you go. I think. Hold on, guys. Isolated map, 35 seconds to play. Here we go. San siya dyan, be? Shout out, Mr. Hunt. What's up, Mr. Hunt? Magandang gabi. Or good morning. I am changing my keyboard. I am changing my keyboard right now because it doesn't work. Hey, what's up? There we go. Black. No, I was wrong, guys. My apologies. We are back to the isolated map, and once again, we'll be using the same map all rounds remaining from this tournament. And here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen. We had slow face action on the first round, so let's see what's gonna happen this time. Moving on. So this gonna be something that we are looking for. Any changes, any strategies that they just really need to happen, because of that one, that's gonna be another knockdown. Ace is definitely on the ground. What a great start from PK of Team S. So let's see how long are they going to be active from this building. And just like that, they're really trying to rotate. They know already where to go from the nuclear plant. They just want to make sure in playing objectively by grabbing the Snowy available from this location. But looking at it, high ground, that's your Team E right there. That's the crown champion on the first round, so that's really a good performances already right off the bat. Euphoria Esports also appearing in our killer feed. FAU is also attacking Immortals Esports. I think Aya is on the ground. Dookie being traded right now. KSI Heck is definitely doing some reset, trying to fight against the Team A, no other than Euphoria Esports. Let's see if there will be any great performances that we might be seeing on round 2. They managed to adjust right now. They're being warmed up, so let's see what kind of play style that they'll going to bring out playing in round 2. On the hill, long range Warden is the target, and Ravager being activated right now from Warden of KSI. So let's see how effective it is. And here we go. He's definitely on foot, definitely being confident that no one will be able to get closer from his location. And speaking of location, going into a different one, we have Yato from Immortals Esports from Team 10. They got a great performances as well, but I don't see his name being part of the MVP candidates. But let's see if this is going to be his chance right now out to prove that he got some skills. A lot of teams that we are seeing right now are the pro teams in Global, so I'm hoping to see a lot of actions in this round two. Going back and checking out different location, looking at it. That's your team V out there. Your team 22nd. No other than Tribo. That's your Tribo Ascal. There you go. Our tribe. That's your tribe Ascal playing from this location. Team V trying to be passive, so you can see grabbing the dog tag, doing some reset right off the bat. They got 3 kills in total. That's your PS out there. They got a better precision. They got the Snowbee. That's really a good tool that they can use right now to change their location from point A to point B, and also a quick getaway run that they can definitely use for any bad situation. High ground from Euphoria Esports. Shockwave being activated out there. So let's see if this gonna be it, if this gonna be another kill point that we will be seeing from Euphoria Esports. Looking at on the right side corner, POV from KSI DT also attacking, getting the first blood from DT out there. Onyx is also out there getting some juices from that supply boxes, taking that advantage. That's really a good sign. Still being safe and still having a better precision. TSG appearing in our killer feed once again. That's one other than Sekri, one of the MVP candidates on this tournament. But we are still early. We are just playing round 2 right now, making sure that they upgraded their classes. Virus is the only one got the upgraded class, so that's really a good sign. So let's see how it goes from any other teams, because we just started the zone. And let's see, I don't see this one that I'm talking about. It's gonna be a slow phase. So it's like reading their opponents, or maybe because of the ping, right? Playing globally. So maybe that's one of the challenges that they're having right now. So that's why they want to make sure that they got a great cover before they attack, so that the ping won't really affect them at all in terms of their playstyle, which makes sense, right? Team L, Sen, Nis is also out here hiding from that huge rock as one of his great cover. Great defense. Team W having a complete squad. That's your 3-ball once again. I don't see any action, but so far so good. Let's see what's going on, if there will be any chaos. Looking at it, KSI appearing in our killer feed. 2KW and PS are having some action. So let's see what is happening. Nash saying goodbye. Pasawai is still out here on the hill. That's where PS trying to help out one of their teams to go back on this feed, and about to get a confirmed kill. 0 kill meanwhile from the other team. PS rocking 9 kills in total just on this hill. Can you imagine? That's how aggressive they are right now. But we're not able to see and witness the action earlier, but in terms of number of kills, that's going to be a use right away. Imagine we just started the first zone. We are not yet on the second zone, but let's see what's going to happen, because once we started the second zone, that's going to be the start to where a lot of teams will be doing some risky gameplays just to get their own loadout from the Arsenal. Fast and the Furious action. TSG fighting against Sin, Super Zep, Rally Car versus Rally Car. Who will grab the win? Can they destroy it using that FSJ or SMRS that they have in the team? So let's see how quick they are. Sin 4K is also out there. Super Jeff, 2 players that we are seeing right now driving around. Oh, that's going to be a total of 3 players from 4 Kings. So let's see if TSD will be doing some chasing gameplay. Once again, that's the Fast and the Furious action that we are seeing from the 4 Kings and TSG. No explosion yet happening. They managed to dodge the bullets. They managed to survive. What a great maneuver. Perfect driver from those teams. And TSG not yet done, still focusing on attacking. And speaking of attack, Euphoria out here, dog on that tower. High ground as far as once again, no avail, no use damage at all. Really looking for a perfect angle that he can have to knock out or do some one top. Close quarter battle this time, knocking down Sin Nis or Sin Nice. And just like that, that's another reset, hitting one of the players of 4 Kings right now using that rally car. Shockwave being activated. What a great teamwork being shown right here by TSG. 2v1, knocking him down. That's a confirmed kill right away. 5 kills in total from Team E. Tonight we're still seeing Super Jeff being alive right here from Team K in front of the squad of TSG. You got to be careful. They got SMRS right here, and PS is also driving around on top of that hill, but Super Jeff still trying to rotate right now. That's the only thing that he can do to avoid any further damages, and also planning to grab the dog tags of his teammate, because right now it's going to be hard for him. The situation is really bad. The only player alive from 4 Kings. Shout out to Dara Chin. What's up? Here we go. Dree. Oh, Secret. Stellar attacking. That's really a great combination from TSG. About to be committed to be crowned as champion once again. Showcasing their skills in a global server. Just like that. 8 kills right away. We've seen earlier a 9 kills being the top on the most kills from the round 2 right now. TSG is about to get closer, about to find an equalizer in terms of the scores. Looking at it on the tail of Super Jeff, changing the location to Euphoria and KSI. Heck is still getting some damages outside of the zone with the use of that trap, just to really make sure that no one will be at his back. Really taking care of that back. Another kill point. Spade is saying goodbye from Shook. Here we go. Renzo attacking, doing some reset. Team V once again. Tribo is the one that we are seeing on top of this silo, dropping and flying down in the air. Dodge is right here, trying to get some juices from that supply boxes. That's going to be the complete, or I should say 3 soldiers that we are seeing from Team N. Close water battle. He managed to get a win, and another one right here being pushed and being committed, and just like that with a great combination of that Chihuahuas. That's a great kill. Teamwork being shown right there. That's how you get a kill. That's how you grab any W from any gunfights. That's a good ambush from Team N tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much for a slow face action. This is just on round 2. It's a good thing I don't have any meeting right now, so it's a good thing. One of the advantages of working from home. But we're back to the battlefield. Let's see. 2 players are meeting right now from Immortals Esports. Yato rotating, going on to the 2nd level on the hill. Close quarter battle. Yato is on the ground, being surprised by EXC. But there's a counter. There's a support. Mapanakid having some painful shot out there and going back to the levy once again. And that's a trade. Great job so far from Immortals Esports. We're still seeing few players right now being alive. 2 players, in fact, because 1 player is about to fly down from the farm. Yato rotating, doing some reset, seeing the players of Team Y. Let's see what's gonna happen. 2KW, oh my god, Sin, Super Jeb is on the ground. That's gonna be a good match once again from TSG. Shy, we are seeing 5 kills in his bag. Great performances, great aim, really being warmed up and really being committed and seriously to grab a back-to-back win. Let's see, because that is something that we need to find out. Who knows? We might be seeing TSG once again at the end of this round 2, because this is going to be the same map, so it's kind of like they can do some same strategy and do some, or bring their greatness, right, in terms of their performances. So the question is, how long? How long can they be able to showcase their skills? But looking at it, they still have some energy. In fact, it's going to be a slow face once again. Euphoria Esports, here we go. Euphoria getting that kill, coming out from Dog. Great job. Heck is also on the high ground, but getting some damages outside of the zone. Getting a good rotation. Good angle that he has. Connecting a few shots, cracking out of that vest, knocking out Dog from Euphoria Esports. Let's see if he can if he can get another kill point right now. Looking at it, we are on the mid part of the round 2, so it only means that a lot of players got their own loadout, so it's going to be a chaos. It's going to be a crazy wild run in this mid part of the game. We are just in the round 2, just so you know, guys. Looking at it, thank you so much, Mission Control, for showing the map once again. A lot of players, majority of the teams, I only see 1 team getting inside of the circle, so most of the teams right now are outside of the circle. So let's see what's gonna happen, because it only means that they can definitely stay longer because of the mech class. But Team A and Team C, so outside of the zone, it's gonna be a lot of pressure from their shoulder, and Team E still rotating, about to do some flying. But let's see if that gonna be effective. Oh, that's the one that I'm talking about. Natty not able to make it outside of the circle, and Snow getting that easy kill, and that's the one that I'm talking about. What a great picture coming out from the mission control. Wrong button being pressed by our mission control and TSG. That's really crazy. Aggressiveness being shown right now, trying to attack the Team P out here. 5 kills in total still coming out from Shy, flying down and being one group, moving as one. Great synergy once again. A chemistry being made from the TSG players, going up to the hill, doing some reset. That's really a good sign, and really having a lot of patience. ATB from Stellar just to get some intel right now that he can definitely share, because he knows for a fact that there's 2 other players from Team C in front of him. Is this going to be an ambush or not? Defender being activated. That's really being clever, and here we go, knocking out one of the soldiers, annihilating them all. 16 kills in total. Crazy. Great performances. Looking at the number of kill points from the bag, they are really seriously taking a back-to-back win. That's the TSG right there. I don't see any action so far, but Immortals Esports appearing in our killer feed. That's your Team J. Oh my god, another on fire team. 20 kills in total. That was really insane. We're not able to see that one direct, but right now, let's see how crazy Immortals Esports is. That's your Team J. Slot number 10, because they got 20 kills. We're not seeing them really having some action because of the great battle that we saw earlier between TSG and 4 Kings. And here we go. This is the one that I'm talking about. That's a siblings war going up to the hill. 2 players only from Team 10. Let's see if they can annihilate Team I. Here we go. Rotating, great flank. Wildcard being activated. It's going to be an easy angle. A quick annihilation. Oh my god. 23 kills in total. They might be getting the win at the end, having the most kills on round 2. Great performances, and maybe one of their teammates be part of the MVP candidates after the round 2. So let's see if that's something that we need to find out or see at the end of this round. BTD with the ORV, Boji and Sin still being alive, but Boji being caught off guard, and Super Jeb still outside of the zone. In front of him, that's going to be the 2 soldiers of Team L. Let's see if he's going to attack or not. That's going to be another player, another team of Sin, just like that, sliding in. What a great movement, trying to dodge the bullets of 4 Kings, of Immortals Esports of Team 10. Aya holding on, Aya supporting the team and still rotating, using that Snowy misdirection being activated from Sekre, being clever. Another kill point. Looking at it, they're really working so hard right now in the air. Super Jeff is really in a bad situation, because one more shot and he will be out of the game. And I was right, Remit this time being attacked by Immortal Esports, by TSG, and because of that one, he's on the ground. But Stellar getting some help, getting some support from his teammates. And looking at the PS, Yami still rotating outside of any buildings from this location. In front of them, that's your Immortals Esports, who happens to be thirsty for blood by having a lot of kills, the 20 plus kills that they're getting right now just playing in round 2. Can you show the map mission control? Thank you so much. Here we go. We still have 6 teams to go with 15 soldiers on boots. High ground advantage. Flying down. Ball G able to do some reset. Let's see what's going to happen. We are definitely about to start the 5th zone in no time. So let's see if this is going to be a quick ending or not. A back-to-back for TSG or Immortals Esports will be crowned as champion at the end of round 2. At the edge, I once again still being alive. A complete squad. That's going to be PS of Team P. Let's see how it goes. What's going to be the strategy? They just really need to be clever enough on how to hold on to that position. High ground on the hill, 2v1 situation. Aya being found. That's going to be Jari, yep, that's going to be Jari sharing that intel, and that's the one that I'm talking about. And Aya being caught off guard right there. Great job from the PS. Holding on to that position, capitalizing that high ground, getting closer from the arsenal this time. And Shy is the one that we are seeing getting his own loadout, and definitely 20 kills in total. One of the best teams that we have on the list, aside from the Immortals Esports slot number 10. They got the same number of kill points. So to see at the very end, is this going to be another great performances of Team E tonight, or is this going to be a switch, another team that will rise on round 2, which is the Team 10, Team J Immortals Esports? Yami saying goodbye. Secre able to knock him down. Still 3 players that we are seeing from Team P tonight going up to the hill using that Snubby. Boji still being alive right now. 3 soldiers that we are seeing from 4 Kings. High ground advantage, surprising all of the players of TSG tonight on the high ground and definitely on the ground. And let's see if there will be any counter from PS. TSG once again working out. TPO saying goodbye. That just like that, we're about to end. 4 teams to go. 11 soldiers on boots crawling. That's going to be shy. No help at all because 4 Kings is out there really rotating and definitely having some flank. That was really crazy, insane. And here we go, getting some connectors, a few shots. Secre with the use damage, rotating, using that Shinobi on this hill and being attacked at the same time, getting some damages in the air. Sin still being alive. 4 Kings Boji is really having some access right now. Someone is attacking him from behind, cracked out that vest. You really need to do some reset, and that was right. Kinetic being used right now by Boji, being clever enough just to be ready, just to be prepared. SMRS trying to use by Super Jep, but in no avail this time. Trying to connect, trying to create some use damage. What a great cover from PS Dre because of that building. Here we go, connected a few shots, nowhere to go, no choice at all. Gatekeep gameplay for 4 Kings, and Dre will be saying goodbye. What a shot from Super Jep. Secre once again attacking. This time another battle between these pro teams that we have. Oh my God, finally 4 Kings getting the win, and TSG not able to do some back-to-back win. That was really insane. But in terms of number of kills, I'm not really sure if 4 Kings able to hit 20 plus points compared to the TSG, because they got a 20 plus kills. Same thing with Immortals Esports, they got a 20 plus kills as well. But let's see what's gonna happen, because our admins will be tallying that score in a while. So let's see what's gonna be the result of the leaderboard. Thank you so much for y'all support. Shout out to our 58 million viewers and the Facebook page. Thank you for all of the shares, for all of the spam likes and spam heart. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and have a quick break. We'll be right back. And we are back to the battlefield, guys. My name is Super Clark. Here we go. Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International as our sponsor for this tournament. We have a 25,000 prize pool, and I am your Shoutcaster. Once again, we are moving on to the third and fourth round with the same map that we will be using, isolated map. But before that, let me show you the leaderboard. Here we go. Still the same thing. TSG Rigid YBC with a total of 52 points, followed by Immortal Esports, 37 total points, and Excalibur. Oh, there we go. That's the changes right there from the leaderboard. They got 21 total of points, and Pinoy Sanctuary with 20 total of points, and BTD Diablos with 19, and TSG Phoenix with 17. Same score with Sin for Kings, and Euphoria Esports with 14, and 12 for Tribo Abe. There we go. And the remainings are not a two-digit number of points. So let's see what's gonna happen. We still have 2 more rounds to go before we end this 25,000 prize pool tournament. Thank you so much. Brought to you by Bakbakan Management in partnership of Tourna Bus and another MVP candidates. This time I'm seeing a different name. TSG Lay, 80 total of points, followed by Secre, 65, Vero, 65. Same thing from Aya of Immortals Esports, 65, and Stellar being on the 5th placer with 50 total of points. That's gonna be insane. So let's see what's gonna happen. We still have 2 more rounds. Isolated map. We are back to the battlefield. Congratulations once again for winning the match earlier. Just like that, we have a different leaderboard, but in having a top rank of the leaderboard, that's going to be still under TSG Rigid YBC. Great job. Sponsors once again. Shout out to Bashi, White Cheng, KSI Zenith, and KSI DT. Thank you so much. Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International being our sponsors. Thank you so much for this tournament, for having us as me being your shoutcaster, and the admins from Bakbakan Management, and definitely the mission control that we have, no other than Direct Daddy Mon with the Tourna Bus Facebook page for all of the tournaments that you are thinking. That's gonna be, a message away on Tourna Bus Facebook page. So what are you waiting for? All you gotta do is follow the Facebook page of Tourna Bus, so that in the future you know where to go, you know who to contact with. And that's gonna be the highlights that we are showing you right now. Looking at it, it was really still a slow face action, a lot of long ranges that we are seeing, and SMRS, that's going to be the playstyle of all of the pro teams that we have on the list. And every rounds that we saw, though we just had 2 rounds, but still, if you're going to observe what is going on from the battlefield, still a slow face action, maybe of the ping or the, what do you call this, the MS, is that it? I forgot. FPS, is it, right? If you're using a different server. But at the end of the day, they just wanted to be careful and want to make sure that they're really able to somehow adjust their timing and have the advantage in getting a win. And that's the one that we are seeing, because I've known Rigid Esports being aggressive, but looking at this kind of tournament, I don't see any aggression at all. It always a long range. It always really creating some spaces just to make sure that they will be safe. So those are the strategies that we keep on seeing from TSG Rigid YBC, and same thing with 4 Kings, and a lot of things doing the same thing. And let's see, moving on to the third round, I think it won't change, but to all of the teams that are not able to perform or having a low number of kill points, this is going to be your chance once again to improve, just go back to the drawing board, talking about it. What are the mistakes that has been done and how you'll be able to avoid those mistakes and definitely not to repeat it, right? What's going to be the play style that you learn from your opponents? Is that something that you can adapt moving on to the third round? Or maybe a different strategies that you can do or that you can test out, as long as you already practice those kind of strategies, even if you are bringing a new one or strategy B on the third round, right? But the most important thing there is you know what to do, you know where to go, and definitely having a great comms will be enough for you to be able to rack up a lot of kills moving on to the third round. And that's all of the expectations that I have right now. Having the third round, we still have 30 seconds to play for this match, so to see what's gonna happen once again. All right, this is a BR tournament, global tournament, brought to you by all of the sponsors that we have: Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International. And thank you so much for all of the great sponsors that we have earlier: Chang and KSI DT. I forgot the other name, but thank you so much. And with the management that we have, being vigilant to check out all of the scores just to make sure that there will be no DQ at all. And checking out the third round, isolated once again, middle flight path that we are seeing right now. So we might be seeing a lot of harbor, a lot of sanitarium and nuclear plant once again, and especially my favorite, frigid wetland. So let's see what's going to be the team that we are going to watch first, and who will be the first blood. Downtown, two teams right away that we are seeing. And here we go. This could be the downtown map, gathering a lot of resources on top. So let's see if there will be any quick annihilation from Team X, FAU, or another team will be attacking them. That's your Team T out there. So there we go. Yami's on the ground. Same thing with TSG Size on the ground. Trade happening already from this from this round right off the bat. So let's see what's going on. But looking at it, checking out the scores, Dre saying goodbye. One player left from TSG. That's your team Phoenix of TSG. Easy Kimi is also out here trying to connect a few shots from the players of PS. And here we go, trying to get closer, trying to get some juices and making sure that he's ready, getting that confirmed kill. That's a good one. Misdirection being updated. Shy is also out there. So let's see what's going on. CPO confirming that kill. And then 2 kills in total right now. Grabbing the dog tags, scanning it quickly, just like that. Shy still crawling onto this floor. So let's see what's going on. Stellar helping out the team alone right now. Easy Kimmy coming back on his feet, appearing in our killer feed. That's your Sin team. Tribo Falcon saying goodbye already. That's gonna be too unfortunate. And let's see what's going on from this team right now. We just started the first zone. Looking at it, it was really clearly a separation from all of the teams. Oh my god, doing some free fire spam shot that we saw from that door of that entrance. But let's see, here we go, knocking out Heck from KSI. That's a good shot coming out from Mr. Hunt, clearly hunting from this frigid wetland. That's the one that I'm talking about, one of my favorite maps in isolated. Mr. Han Warden for the help. Here we go. Easy Kimmy on the high ground. Here we go, targeting Yumi right here, if I'm reading it right, or Yami going down already. A lot of players flying down from the black market. And here we go, Team P having a complete squad. That's going to be a huge and powerful team that we are seeing right now. Rotating. Shy really doing some reset. That's going to be a 2v1 situation. If that will be pushed, or really try to be aggressive and having a clever way to attack. And true enough, because Shy is on the ground. CPO attacking, going on to the stairs, high ground, quick rotation, going down from the building, quick annihilation that we seeing right now from the black market. And definitely doing some reset, repairing the armor. Oh my god, not enough time for Easy Kimmy. Dog tag right away. Checking out another team, Team L. Sin Nice is out here, also taking the advantage of all of the supply boxes from the farm. Here we go, they got a complete squad, one player being a dog tag, and in no time they're flying down in the same location in EXC. Colette Cutie going up to the hill, and that's going to be Euphoria Esports. You got to be careful fighting against with Euphoria Esports because they are also good They're still bringing a lot of A games right now, but let's see what's going on. Here we go. And just like that, we are definitely showcasing all of the greatness of the Team F TSG. That's right on the camera. And checking out Euphoria once again. BTD Stickro is really rotating and not creating a lot of noises. Oh, SMRSE is being found right now. You got to be careful, though. That's a TNT. That's a sandwich situation. Euphoria Esports right now pushing forward. Close quarter battle. Oh, huge damage. Doc is on the ground. That was insane. A quick annihilation once again. Khalid Cutie also getting some juices from that supply boxes. Rotating on the hill mid part at the edge of this Rocky Mountain. This time, good vantage point attacking Euphoria Esports. Dog is about to say goodbye. You got to be careful. You gotta need to have a great cover. Use damage, cracked out at this on the push right now, crawling onto the ground. And here we go, Team R. Let's see what's going on. QTS Tens is also out here going up to the hill in front of them. This is Team A. Let's see if there will be any third party at all. Team TEXE Mapanakit is also getting closer right now, closing out the gap from the spaces that he has from his teammate. Checking out the lift. It is actively working, going down from the chapel, looking for the better angle. Looking on to Team Y, they're having a great challenge. One player is on the ground. That's going to be... I can't read it. I can't read the IGN. What is going on? QTS Goku's is on the ground crawling. Kaizen is also on the ground as well. PS is really being aggressive, showcasing their skills right now onto the hill. High ground advantage. That's why they keep on winning a lot of gunfights. Another one right here. QTS, the only player. Oh my god, Thread is not being Thread already because he's coming back into the lobby and Team M is flying down. Let's see if that's going to be a great idea. A quick one, getting some good loot and taking advantage of all of the supply boxes out there. That's for Team M. Let's see if that's going to be effective or not, or if that's going to be a greater use of that loot. Checking out the remaining teams. 18 teams to go with 60 soldiers on boots. All right, here we go. Whew. Third round of the match, third round of this tournament. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We're seeing right now Yang not really being Yang anymore, but still looking good by knocking out one of the players of Sin team. And still, two players are coming down and flying down from this farm. So let's see if how are they going to buy some time to do some regroup. It's a good thing there's a lot of supply boxes available because they managed to get a win from the Sin team. Checking out another one, Team L. As you can see, Sin Nice able to do some reset, able to fly down and go back to the battlefield once again. And Renzo from BTD of Team Ace, they got a complete squad. They're just driving around the map, getting some good intel. Let's see if there will be any action. Here we go. That's the action that we are talking about. Zero saying goodbye. Renzo still trying to rotate outside of that building. Let's see if Renzo will be able to help out a team. As you can see, what a good rotation, but you got to be careful because that's going to be Immortals Esports, who happens to be crazy wild, who happens to be thirsty for blood. They keep on looking for any bloodbath wherever they go because of the number of kills that they've got from the second round. If you remember, they got 20 plus kills. That's why they are being part of the top 5 teams from the leaderboard. That's no other than Immortals Esports. Shook is also trying to connect a few shots, but in no avail. That's not enough to knock him down. Let's see what's going to happen going up to the hill. All of the Immortal players right now. Immortals Esports, Remy pushing forward, attacking, wildcard being activated. A huge help, as you can see. They're racking up 5 kills in total. A great cleanup on the hill. That's your Immortals Esports. This is one that I'm talking about. You got to have a great defense fighting against the Immortals Esports of Team J. They're freaking crazy, just so you know. You got to be ready to attack. You got to have a lot of great loadouts that you can use as one of your advantages. You got to think twice. EXE right here, KSI Sakamo, if I'm reading it right, also attacking right now. But let's see, that is also taking the advantage. Misdirection being activated. They got a Snowbee, a complete squad that we are seeing from Team Phoenix. Let's see what's going on. They're getting some damages outside of the zone. They don't have any vehicle, but they got some Snowbee. And PS Dre attacking one of the players of Euphoria, being knocked down on the ground. That was really a good performances out there. Immortals Esports attacking once again. I'm not sure if that's really a third-party war, but looking at it, Yato able to knock down one of the soldiers, one of his opponents. And the airdrop will be going down already from the map. So all of the players right here really about to do some risky gameplay to where they will be doing their best to secure the location of the arsenal, which is really crazy because, you know, a lot of teams will be doing the same thing. A lot of teams will be focusing on getting their own loadouts. This time, Antelope, Team F, BTD, once again, Renzo. Long range is the only key, but the only player alive right now. So he's definitely have no choice but to play objectively and grab the dog tags and scan it right away. So that's the only thing that he can do. But you got to be careful because Team M is also attacking. Team M having a great start. 5 kills in total from the farm. And we're still seeing Sin right now being attack of TSG right here. That's the champion of the first round. And here we go. Also being aggressive, moving on to round 2. But this time, round 3, let's see how they perform. We are talking about energy earlier. So let's see if they still have some energy tonight to attack, to perform, cracking out at this. Knocked down right away. Tanggol doesn't have any someone to help him out. Doesn't have any support. Pedro on foot, trying to get away from any bad situation because TSG Rigid YBC is really attacking and really winning the gunfights right now. What a ambush. Here we go. 2v1 situation. That's really too unfortunate. Wildcard being activated. That's going to be an easy target. Team E still got a complete squad. You got to be careful even if it's going to be an open area. They're really good in dodging all of the bullets. They're really moving quickly. They got a great dance moves and attacking the team TSG Phoenix. It's the 3 soldiers in front of them going up to the hill. Let's see if they will be successful enough to knock down their brothers, their siblings in this farm. And here we go with the use of that. Snowy once again just to close out the gap. Close water battle that we are seeing knocked down right away coming out from Boji and Mr. Han being hunted, knocked down as well and being burned. Oh my god, that's going to be a savage kill. Tom Pips is also rotating, doing some reset, close water battle, getting that win. And Tom Pips getting the advantage of all of the supply boxes right now on this hill. That's going to be a complete squad from Team K. Then let's see how it goes. Let's see how are they going to perform because right off the bat they got 5 kills in total. So far so good. And checking out Team Z, BTD once again. Poppy, he really needs to pop out to help out the team. They don't have any kill yet. We are seeing 0 kill from Team 7 BTD Diablos. They are just roaming around the map and getting a lot of resources. So that's the only thing that they can do for now. Maybe we are just on the second zone, so it's going to be early, but they just really need to perform if they really wanted to get a win or somehow get a piece of the prize pool. Who knows, right? Who knows? Going up to the roof outside of the zone this time. That's going to be the view that we are showing you. Team Y from FAU going inside of the circle just to avoid any further damages. I'm really loving the graphics being shown by the mission control. And here we go onto the hill. Defender being activated, rotating, trying to connect. Rally car being clever, just trying to create some space right now in order for him to survive. And Payaso is on the ground. That's a good kill from BTD 0. And here we go. Sikro is the one that we are showing you. Spores back on the hill, on the push, trying to dodge, trying to kill all of the players of Team W tonight. But let's see what's going to happen, if that's going to be annihilation or not. Super Jeff doesn't have any action yet. What the use of that is now we're just trying to find some good Enzo flying in the air. That's going to be another player will be coming back to the battlefield. Immortals Esports right now. You got to be ready from Sin 4K Baji going on to the water tank. Aya sees Baji. Oh my god, that's really a quick one. That was really hard though, but they managed to get a kill. They managed to get a knockdown. That was really insane. And Remy trying to go onto the hill, and Baji definitely crawling right now, making sure that it will be an easy grab of the dog tags from his teammate. And here we go. Vibras also crawling. Cyro getting that kill because of that hit of that Antelope with the SMRS, trying to create some use damage. Yato will be saying goodbye in no time with a great combination of the Cloud Smoke just to be ready and just to make sure that he can get that confirmed kill. Just like that, Super Zev again, rotation and trying to focus on getting the dog tag of Ball G at the edge of this rocky mountain, about to go down, trying to adjust the position. As you can see right here, that's the Team M tonight. PH Young, PPH, if I'm not mistaken. That's your team 13. Here we go. High ground, great vantage point, but no kill yet. And checking out PS once again, as you can see, targeting the players of Team G. What's gonna be the attack? What's gonna be the strategy? So far, so good on the hill. I'm hearing a lot of sounds. I'm not sure if that's gonna be a bug, but let's see what's going on. It's being quiet so far. Let's see on the mid hill. Trying to be passive, seeing the players of BTD on top of the hill. That's your PS. Dre, here we go, trying to connect. Great diversion, cracking out that vest. Is that going to be a win? That is something that we need to find out. A great rotation, but somehow being knocked down on the ground. Not checking out the left corner on the push. That's going to be PS. They got 2 Ps. That's really crazy. Looking at it, they're freaking on fire. 24 kills in total. You might be seeing a different leaderboard once again once we end this third round. Outside of the zone, in the farm, being caught. Syndigo saying goodbye, just like that. Another one from Remy with the use of that Snowbee. Going inside of the zone as the objectives of this gameplay. And Yato doing his best to avoid any further damages. That's going to be a complete squad. 15 kills in total from Immortals Esports. Another team, another cam, another gameplay knocked down right away. Great job from Jari outside of the zone. At the edge of the circle on the hill, Aya helping out the team that's targeting Tanggol once again. That's your team MPPH. He knows already. Oh my god, he's being caught. Perfect throw off the nades, just like that from Aya of Immortals Esports. Can you imagine? He knows where to throw that nade. Connects a few shots, close quarter battle. I'm not sure why he's not reacting. Maybe because of the server that they're using. A lot of FPS, right, that we are talking about using the global server. Maybe that's one of the challenges that we are seeing. Can you imagine from our view, he's being attacked and not really reacting at all. Immortals Esports, Dre is also on the second level. He managed to have a perfect throw earlier, so let's see if that's going to be another gameplay or another play style that he can do to add more kill points. A lot of patience right now being shown by Team P. Let's see. They got a complete squad. 28 kills in total. Can you imagine? There's a lot of kill points. Seiya being caught. Oh my god. Arctic. That's going to be a mythic Arctic being used right now, if I'm not mistaken. High ground. Great job. Also getting some good intel. Oh no, that's going to be... was Arctic Sniper. I thought it's a mythic. It's not. Here we go. But he managed to connect a few shots right there. That's the key. That's intel being relayed right now for his teammates. But 2 players being separated once again. We're just going to show you a different look of this match because that one being reset. And just like that, PS once again getting inside of the circle to avoid any further damages. So far, they're really performing well. Looking at it, they're freaking on fire with 29 kills in total. That's how they do it. That's how they react. That's how crazy they are in round 3. Can you imagine? 4 teams to go, 11 soldiers on boots outside of the zone. At the edge, Dre on the hill. He knows already that he can definitely stay longer from this position because he got some idea. Here we go, attacking the remaining soldiers of TSG. Oh my god, what a great combination of that missile, of that SMRS. That was insane from CPO. And checking out another team struggling a lot because of the damages outside of the zone. In front of them, there's a complete squad of 4 kings. That's going to be Sin Team, CPO. Cloud of Smoke being thrown just to find a great cover, but also trying to close out the gap. There we go, being active, and just like that, being eliminated by Sin Team. Congratulations right away. That was really a phenomenal performances, but a lot of actions going on after getting their own loadout, but it was really crazy, insane from the PS. 29 kills, if I remember it correctly. And just like that, we just ended the 3rd round. Congratulations. And the MVP from Sin Team. No, it's really a different one. Sin Team? Sin Main. Is that the one? Sin Main? Whatever that is. Those are the players of 4 Kings. And there we go. That's the MVP. What a great and perfect, phenomenal performances for round 3. No one is getting a back-to-back win. But with that being said, after this one, we are moving on to the 4th round, and we'll be having a quick break. We'll be right back. back to the game. We're done with the third round, and we're definitely moving on to the final round. Same map, still isolated map. So let me just go ahead and show you the leaderboard. What does it look like right now? So let's see what's the changes. Oh my God, still the same thing on top. TSG Rigid 77 total points, followed by Immortal Esports right here 56 total points, and Pinoy Sanctuary 51, and Excalibur with 32, followed by 28 of Sin 4 Kings and TSG Phoenix with 24. Same score with BTD Diablos. Those are the rankings that we have for the three previous round. I don't know what's gonna happen because they really need to rack up a lot of kills right now if Immortals Esports will be planning to be crowned champion at the end. But do not be complacent. Who knows, right? It might change still. We still have one more round. Can you imagine looking at the performances of TSG Rigid? Round 1, 29, round 2, 23, and 25 for round 3. That was freaking insane. And looking at the second placer right here, 13 on round 1, 24 round 2, 19 on round 3, being consistent. And a slow performance from Sanctuary with 5 and 15 on round 2, but they went on palong-palo on round 3 with 31. That was freaking amazing. So that's why they're on the third place. And on the fourth, they're being consistent, having a 2-digit kill points, 10, 11, 11. And that's a total of 32 32 points. I mean, there we go. Woo! Ang sarap pala mag-shoutcast ng madaling araw, no? And the candidates for MVP still, woo, Lay being the only one on top, 125 total of points, 6, 10, 9 in round 4. Let's see how it goes, how consistent he is. And followed by 110 from Aya of Immortals Esports, 95 from TSD Secre, and 95 as well for PS Dre. Just like that. Oh my God. Let's see what's going to happen right here. Is there any player who will be, you know, being crazy and wild moving on the fourth round? That is something that we need to find out, because, you know, 2,000 is a huge amount of money. Imagine you're just playing and really playing to win a prize, right? Looking at the prize pool that we have, 25,000, and the champion will be getting 15,000 pesos, and first placer will be getting 5, second placer will be getting 3, and once again the MVP 2,000 pesos. That's another bonus. That's another win. Imagine your team being crowned as champion. So you've got 15,000 pesos divided by 4 plus your manager or whatever, right, or what have you. But still, if you're the MVP, that's going to be a plus 2,000 pesos. That's a lot of money out there. Ang yaman ng global. Sana all. Sana all. Ang yaman ng global natin. Ganun sila kalupit. Since mayaman sila, feeling ko marami tayong projects from Global Dadimon in the future. So, kiniklaim ko na. Yeah. Kiniklaim ko na. Salamat po ulit. Makita nyo ulit po kami sa future tournaments ng Global Call of Duty Mobile. There we go. So, alam na. Kiniklaim ko na. May yaman yung Global eh. Bakit ba? Di ba? Ay, nako. Siyempre, kailangan natin ligawan si Sheng Licious, di ba? Oh my God. Ito pa tawag ibang Sheng Licious yan, di ba? Kung walang dahilan. Right? Last round, guys. Last round of the match. I'm just checking in. We're just waiting right now for all the soldiers to join into the room so that we can start in no time for our final round. This is going to be the highlights if in case you missed out, right? A lot of long range, looking at it, trying to fight, trying to have a battle on a different side of the island. Still a few gatekeep gameplays because they know already that a lot of players really holding on to the med class support from their team, right? But that's why we are seeing a lot of teams staying longer outside of the zone. But to those not able to make it inside of the circle, uh, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what you guys are thinking. This are the crazy highlights that we have on top of this Rocky Mountain. As you can see, close quarter battle from Team TSG and PS at the same time. Really trying to connect a few shots and adjusting and closing out the gap. Those are the key and the highlights that we are seeing, and still not allowing, because Sen is out there, not allowing their opponents to do some reset. And true enough, because they managed to annihilate, and here we go, PS is really having a great performances out there from that highlight. So those are the battle that we witnessed on the third round. So it will be interesting having all of the teams be playing once again on the final round, or maybe some of the teams will concede or not. I'm not really sure what's going to be the rules if they're not allowing some of the teams not to play on the final round, knowing that they're losing the battle already. If there will be kind of that if there will be any rules like that, maybe, you know, we might be seeing few teams playing on the fourth round, right? TSG Phoenix, TSG RGD, sabi ni Gian, and Trespat Dos Villanueva. Jaff, thank you so much. I really appreciate it for the stars from the page of Sheng Lishus. Thank you so much. You guys are still being awake right now. Thank you so much for showing your love and support. You guys are really amazing. Shout out to KSI. Shout out to Kuya Tagalog naman. Dumudugo na ilong at ears ko. Oh my God. Sorry po. Doc Neneng, Ana. Sorry po. Feeling ko kasi nasa trabaho po ako, kaya po ako nag-i-English. Euphoria Esports, salamat. Euphoria Esports are the one that I keep on seeing from the chats. Alright, nakikisigaw. There we go. Keep it coming. Being active in the chats. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you all. We are done right now from the 3 previous rounds. Grueling matches that we saw, and we still have less than a minute before we start the battle. I'll be taking this time right now to somehow take a breather before we start the final round. Here we go. 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds to go to start the battle for the final round. And thank you so much to Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International sponsoring this 25,000 prize pool. Thank you so much for the Bakbakan management, being vigilant, checking all of the profiles, checking all of the DQs that might happen in this tournament. Thank you so much to our great production. Napakalinaw, HD ang nakikita natin sa ating live. Thank you so much, director. That's your Daddy Mon, Tourna Bus. And here we go. I am your Shoutcaster tonight. My name is Super Clark. If you haven't followed my page, this is going to be your chance right now to search Super Clark and then follow my account. And nasa na si Tok Neneng. Tok Neneng ba yun? Yung nabasa ko kanina. Tok Neneng, Ana, nandiyan ka pa ba? Hindi kasi po ako nag-practice ng Tagalog. Pagpasensyanan nyo na po ako. Pero kasi pag nag-Tagalog ako, tatawanan nyo ako. Pero ito na nga, tignan natin ng mga tropa nating naglalaban sa platform. Maaga pa lang, balagbaga na, nakikita natin, bagsak agad ang ating QTS 10s is on the ground. So tignan natin kung sino man nanalo sa platform for this attack, for this battle. We are seeing Sen really taking over of the platform. Bumabalik pa rin Bumabalik pa rin. Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International. Magandang shoutout sa Euphoria and KSI sa magandang paturna po. There you go, sabi ni Maestro Mesa. Thank you so much. Swimming in already. Here we go. Siyempre, couldn't agree more. Maganda talaga yung patuloy na to. Budgeted yung tournament na to. Can you imagine? Merong production, meron tayong director, meron tayong admin and meron kayong shoutcaster katulad ko in a sanitarium. Tignan natin kung gaano kalupit ang labanan na makikita natin sa sanitarium. Close quarter battle right away, getting that kill point coming out from Kidlat with the defender holding on to that position at the second level, going down already. Let's see, trying to have a better position right now, and tinitignan niya kung meron pang natitirang kalaban sa sanitarium dito. And this is our final round, and Dookie able to help out, able to go back on his feet. Just like that, right off the bat, 2 kills in total in the sanitarium. 21 teams, 81 soldiers on boost. I think they got a good discipline right here because nakita ko na meron tayong 25 teams na naglalaro pa rin kahit na alam nila na hindi pa rin sila magiging part ng top 5 or top 4 teams. Oh my God, that was a good, insanely kill from Doki. Here we go. Let me just go ahead and check out right now what is going on from a different team. TSG, Egop, or Pogi. High ground inside of that tower. Here we go. Seeing the location of Dre. Bababa ba siya? Ang tanong, mananalo ba siya? Tahimik lang na umiikot. Maestro, ikaw lang magulo, sabi ni Rachel. Hey, what's up, Rachel? Magandang gabi, and just like that, let's see what's gonna happen right now. Rotating from this match. PS still yummy, being yummy, and the complete squad. Oh my God, that's gonna be a close quarter battle. That's the one that I'm talking about. That was really a good hiding spot and managed to get a confirmed kill. That was insane from Team Phoenix, and Pedro still inside of this bunker. Let's see what's going on, if that's going to be a better position at the very end of this match, because we keep on seeing a lot of players right now rotating just like that, gathering a lot of resources, cracking out at this. At your back, close quarter battle, winning. Dre getting the W. Another one, can get 2 Ps connected. Use them as doing some reset and reload. Team M still being alive. PPAs, they know already where to go. That's going to be a 2v1 situation if that will happen, if they're going to push in. And that's the one that I'm talking about. Oh my God, he gets that win. Dre knocking him out, but that was really a good trade. It's a good thing Tanggol is out there. That was really a huge one, a huge win. Shout out to our 36 million viewers. Don't forget to like and share the stream. Don't forget to react. Don't forget to spam likes and hearts. Thank you so much. My name is Super Clark. If you haven't followed my page, please search Super Clark on Facebook page. There you go. High ground connected. Wild card being activated. It's going to be an easy one. An easy view that he can have for that wild card. And just like that, that was really a huge damage, but that's not enough to knock him down. Let's see. He's definitely being committed to finish the fight. Close quarter battle. Just like that. Shockwave being activated earlier. As you can see, there we go. That's going to be the support. Just like that. Another player is on that ground, rotating with a great dance move, trying to dust all of the bullets, but that's not enough to get a win. Team M, PPAs really winning the position. They're rocking up 8 kills in total, 19 teams, 74 soldiers on boots. What a great start in the in the block market. That was really insane match right here. Great job looking at it. Rally car this time from BTT, Cyro. All of the squads are inside of that rally car, trying to get a better position, looking for their opponents flying down and using that rally car. Oh my God, that was a good hit. That was really a good hit. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be an explosion? Let's see what's going on from Immortals Esports. But we misses that situation out there because we are showing you a different action at your back right now. And here we go. Nash trying to connect a few shots from the high ground advantage. Good angle on top of that hill. Team Y really having some difficulties getting the win. And just like that, FAU fighting against Sin or 4 Kings team. Sin 4K able to get the knockdown. High ground, great vantage point. The question is how clever he is, how long he will be able to stay on that high ground. He can definitely do some gatekeep right here. Here we go. That's the one that I'm talking about. Misses, no avail, no kill point. But seeing the complete squad of 2KW right now, that's one of their advantages. Rotating, that's going to be, oh my God, Cilantro. Not able to make it outside of the zone, and that's the one that I'm talking about. Team N still being alive and able to have a complete squad, and also taking advantage of the supply boxes. Great rotation, great scout, and great sharing of the intel. Here we go. Sabi ni Tok ng Ana, ayan. Alright, try ulit natin mag-Tagalog. Tignan natin kung ano ang sitwasyon ng mga tropa nating team TSG, Shy. Kanina nalaman natin or kanina nakita natin na nanalo sila sa first round, and after that hindi na nasundan sa round 2 tsaka sa round 3. Ngayon nasa final round na tayo, pero looking at the leaderboard kanina, they are still on rank 1. So maganda pa rin ang pinapakita ng ating TSG Rigid YBC, but how long? That's the question. How long are they going to really have that kind of energy? Are they going to keep on pushing in, or are they keep on playing objectively, or be clever enough on how to get a kill? Those are the questions that requires a lot of answers. But right now, ang tropa nating Team Team T, EXC outside of the zone. Siyempre, marami silang damages if they're going to stay longer outside of the zone. And I felt awkward after saying that one. For me, it's not really a shoutcasting. Pero tingnan natin ang mangyayari dito sa ating Team MPPH, changing or switching to 2KW. Nakita natin kanina ang pinakita ng ating sniper, able to knock down one of the soldiers. Right now, they're adjusting their position, trying to do their best to be inside of the zone and checking out another battle, 2v1 situation, not able to react right away. On it's on the ground, crawling, taking advantage of all of the supply boxes. That's from TSG winning 6 kills in total. We're just in the second zone right now, so it only means that a lot of teams getting their own loadouts from the arsenal. So sino ba ang mananalo dito sa ating last round? Pipikit na ako. Nagtagalog si Kuya. Ayan na nga. Thank you so much, Anna, for being active. I'm definitely enjoying right now talking to you and really doing my best to speak Tagalog sa Shoutcasting. Just so you know, just to give you a background, hindi po talaga ako nagtatagalog sa Shoutcasting kasi gusto kong ma-make sure na makuha tayo lagi ni Garina, kasi si Garina requires English shoutcasting. Kaya wala po akong practice. Kaya yung mga Tagalog ko, pwede nyong tawanan, pwede nyong laitin kasi hindi po talaga ako nagpa-practice ng Tagalog. Pero malay mo, this time sa last round, tinatagalog ko na, 2v1 situation. Nanalo, binabalagbag, nauutal pa nga ako, pero kitang-kita natin kung paano pinabagsak ng EXC ang kanilang kalaban, and nakita natin ang score nila ngayon. Meron silang 11 kills in total, and isang kakampan nila na babalik sa ating battlefield ngayon. Magandang pinapakita ng ating mga players. Again, ang TSG Stellar lumilipad pababa. Hindi ko alam kung maganda bang Tagalog yun sa shoutcasting. I don't know, but I felt awkward, but it is what it is. Here we go. Going down, pushing forward. That's going to be the complete squad for 4 Kings. Sin sumusugod with a Cloudus book in front of them. But kailangan nila mag-ingat kasi kitang-kita naman natin in front of the 4 Kings. That's going to be another pro teams. No other than TSG, Red ZYBC. So tignan natin sino bang mananalo dito. Sino bang magwawagi sa labanan. Are they going to close out the gap? Are they going to really still stick on long-range battle? That is something that we need to find out. Flying down already. That's going to be Boji trying to adjust the position. Rotation happening already from the 4 Kings. It only means that Team TSD really winning the position on the hill, and with the use of that, Snowy Tom Pips is also adjusting, connecting a few shots from behind. It's coming out from Shy. You got to be careful as well. Let's see, it might be a diversion only or not. You got to be careful and make sure to be clever on how to get a win, on how to do some ambush from the players of Sin, and that's the one that we are seeing, trying to find a great cover. So you can see right now, it's a good thing they got a Snow Beats just to create some space in order for them to survive from the players of TSG, RGDYBC. That's a lot of letters that I keep on saying from Team E. But looking at it, 4 Kings Ball G able to survive right now. That's going to be a good adjustment. Is he going to close out the gap? Is he going to stay and patiently wait from the players of Team E? That is something that we need to find out. Another Sin team is, I think that's going to be the main team. I keep on having some difficulties in pronouncing this Team L. But Verdugo on the hill right now. And Immortals Esports being aggressive. I think if I remember correctly, they got 31 kills in total from the previous round. So it is something that push me on, Super Clark. Sige na nga, tinatawanan talaga ako. It is sinasabi ko sa inyo. But anyway, right now, PPH, sa mga tropa nating PPH, kitang-kita naman natin, they're still staying outside of the zone. Pero yung mga damage, The damages that they're getting outside of the zone, I'm not really sure if they're really being aware, but you gotta make sure that you will still be able to survive. Defender being activated, 2v1 situation. How crazy the battle is, and just like that, he's the one being knocked on underground. That's gonna be Young. Makakabalan pa ba siya or hindi na? EXT still around the corner. PPA's Mikasim, if I'm reading it right, doing some reset right now. Oh my god, another knockdown. Tanggol and Kulit. Cutie is also saying goodbye. Those are the players that are really saying goodbye already. We are just in the mid part of the game right now. In no time, we are about to end this final round. But looking at it, all of the players right here staying outside of the zone. Kaizen is really taking advantage, staying longer outside of the zone because he knows for a fact that he won't be able to grab a win. He's just really trying to playing objectively and be passive enough to get a knockdown, and that's the one that I'm talking about. High ground advantage once again with a great intel that he found using that scope. Looking at it, definitely they're about to plan things out. They want to make sure that they can stay longer on top of this Rocky Mountain. Also being found, oh my god, by Immortals Esports. That's really a great battle going on right now already from that match. Crazy. That's your TSG and Immortals Esports, who happens to be aggressive. They keep on looking for any bloodbath. If you remember all of the scores that they've got from the previous round, they're freaking insane. There we go. Let's see if they can do more. Let's see if they can add more. Let's see if they can get a lot of kills from this huge Rocky Mountain. And the mga tropa nating 4 Kings right now lumalapit na sa ating Stellar, sa ating TSG, pero mag-ingat kasi that's gonna be a sandwich situation. So tingnan natin kung paano sila magre-respond sa sitwasyon na to. Going up to the hill right now, Immortals Esports changing their location. Yato being clever right now, going down from that bunker. So it only means that he's just really looking for a better resources and a great juices that he can definitely use to grab a win, but still having a good vantage point. That is one of their advantages. Looking at it, still nakikita natin meron pa tayong 6 teams na naglalaro sa ating battlefield. We still have 20 players na naglalaro ngayong last round. Going up to the hill, tingnan natin kung magstay ba sila sa sa place na to or not. That's gonna be the question. PS Yummy, nahirapan ako dun, putik naman. Yummy is also flying down and really taking the advantage of all of the resources that they can definitely get from the airdrops. But so far so good. But if you're going to compare the number of kills of PS earlier, this is really a huge difference. I only see 7 kills in total from PS. I don't know what just happened. Maybe they lost all of the energy. I don't know. Or they don't have any chance or better opportunity to get a lot of kills. Maybe. Who knows? And let's see what's going to happen at the very end, if they're be able to do some 2-digit kills or not. Seeing the players right now of TNT, kitang-kita natin outside of the zone right now. Susugod ba sila or hindi? Makakabagsak ba sila? Makikita ba natin maraming balagbagan na naman na makikita natin dito outside of the zone or not? Is that going to be a flank? That's going to be something that we need to find out. A lot of questions need to be answered right now because we are seeing a lot of different colors outside of the zone. That's going to be Team T, Team K, Team P. So tingnan natin kung sino magwawagi on the hill, getting inside of the zone right now. That's really a good idea from 4 Kings. That's a good start. They can definitely do some gatekeeping just like that. Rain is definitely raining anymore because of that knockdown. Great job from 4 Kings. Tom Pips is really performing, really being clever, doing some gatekeeping. True enough, another great support. As you can see right here, Mapanakit not able to make it outside and able or losing the battle from 4 Kings. And just like that, let's see what's going on. I think Mapanakit still being alive, if I'm not mistaken, but let's see what's going on. Tom Pips once again rotating, helping out the team. What a great support. And outside of the zone, getting some ideas on the damages that he's getting. That's a good one and smart move. 3 players that we are seeing right now from Team K. Susugod ba sila or hindi? TSG once again having a complete squad. That's going to be a good sign. That's one of their advantages. That's going to be a powerful attack if they're going to move as one. Going up to the hill, rotating, great formation. You got to be aware on your right corner because I'm seeing Immortals Esports. That's going to be 2 players left if I'm not mistaken. If I'm seeing right on the other side of the island, Tom Pips also being alive because he's really about to get back on his feet. And Seiya taking advantage of all of the supply boxes right now. We're about to end. They only got 7 kills in total. This is the one that I keep on asking from the aggressive teams earlier from the 3 previous round. Right now, they're not really having a phenomenal number of kills. I don't know what is going on. Maybe they know that they lost the battle. Who knows? Maybe they're just finishing the tournament. Who knows, right? And TSD once again still having a lot of action, still pushing forward, playing objectively, focusing on to the goal to hit a lot of kills, and 15 kills in total right now from TSD, winning the position, rotating, having a great formation. 1-2-1 split is the one that we are seeing from TSD. And looking at Immortals Esports, that's gonna be a passive gameplay, about to do some surprises. What a great combination of the shockwave, use damage, quick annihilation, confirming that kill. That's gonna be insane, and definitely doing some reset at the edge of this rocky mountain. That's really a good spot, and Tom Pips is really trying to get closer right now. That's gonna be another opportunity for Yato to knock down Tom Pips. Another one. Crazy. Same gameplay that we are seeing from Team Sacre. He got the idea. He got a vantage point. He just really need to find a good angle. That's the only key to confirm a kill. Yato and Sacre still doing the same thing, as you can see right here. Same approach, same strategy, same playstyle. Sacre, here we go, with a lot of grenades being thrown. A complete squad, if I'm not mistaken, from 4 Kings. Send Tom Pips closing out the gap away from Team Yato. A lot of different colors that we are seeing right now on top of this hill. This is going to be it. I think we're on the 5th zone of this match. And just like that, we're about to end the final round. Is this going to be 4 Kings? Is this going to be TSG? Is this going to be Immortals Esports? That is something that we need to find out. Super Dev able to knock down one of the soldiers once again from PPH, if I'm not mistaken. Super Dev with the use of that Snowby keeps on adjusting consistently, performing well tonight. Dre from PS still trying to make it, trying to be on top. 2 soldiers remaining from PES. Super Jeff trying to find a good angle, as you can see, using that great cover. Team TSD is at the middle. That's going to be too difficult for them to find and really attack and get some confirmed kill. But who knows, it's going to be individual prowess that we might be seeing from TSD. As you can see, 4 teams, 7 soldiers alive on this location. Baji with a great angle, vantage point being used right now. He just really need to be smart and looking for the perfect opportunity so that he can use and execute his strategy well at his advantage. Baji once again still having a phenomenal angle. Here we go, closing out the gap, long range. Sacre is the one being attacked. Use damage. He needs to do some reset, but in no avail. And just like that, that's the one that I'm talking about. 4 Kings getting the win at the very end. That was really a great performances that we saw from the Sen team. That's gonna be 4 Kings. Great job. That's the end of the 4th round, grand finals. Taglis na, yeah, there we go. Palo naman ang mga EXC na yan. There you have it. Woo, napagod ako doon, guys, but thank you so much for pushing me to do some taglist. But forgive me if I use some Tagalog words that I don't feel comfortable in saying in casting. Parang ang dating is like nonsense. So I always evaluate myself in shoutcasting, just so you know, guys, because I don't want to sound stupid to all of the viewers. So I really need to sound intelligently and really describing specifically what is going on and giving you some story and helping out the actions. That's the main objective that I have in shoutcasting all of the tournaments that we have in Call of Duty community, right? And that's why medyo hesitant ako sa Tagalog, kasi alam naman natin na hindi ko pinapractice. Baka may masabi akong awkward na Tagalog. And I remembered, just to share, I remembered before I mentioned a Tagalog word awkwardly na sinabi ko before, kitang-kita natin ang tropa nasa loob ng sasakyan na nagtitirahan. Sabi kong ganun. So it's kind of like, you know, it's really an awkward, and I don't want that to happen, especially for this kind of tournament. You guys are from global. It's really necessarily to really, you know, speak in English and, you know, make sure that I can give you some story and bring you my style and skills, right? Like a Garena, right? Vibe tournament, and that's something that I can execute well to all of you guys. But I really appreciate you all because of your patience, because of your understanding. Me speaking in English, sobrang salamat po sa inyong lahat. I really appreciate you all. I hope that I'll be seeing you once again for another tournament in the future. Siyempre, Singlicious will be inviting us once again in the future tournaments that we still have for the global Call of Duty community. Thank you so much. And that's going to be the end of the battle. The announcement who won, all right, will be coming from the management of Bakbakan. So, oh, is ready now? Oh, nice. All right. Go for it. Go for it, Daddy Mon. There we go. It's already 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, congratulations to TSG Rigid YBC for being crowned as champion. They will be getting 15,000 pesos. And as you can see, the total scores that they've got is no other than or none other than 92 total of points, 65 from Immortals Esports and Pinoy Sanctuary, 58 and 52 for Sin for Kings. That was really a great performances right there. Really being consistent. 29, 23, 25, and 15. There we go. We are moving on to the candidates of MVP. I'm excited to know right now who will be the MVP for this tournament. And congratulations to Lay. Oh my God, no one closer in terms of numbers of scores from Lay. TSG Lay with a 145 total of points. No one able to get closer from that scores. 120 from Aya Dre. Or Dreef, 120, 105 from Stellar. Congratulations. You'll be getting 2,000 pesos. That's your MVP for this tournament, TSG Lay. All right, that's going to be the end of this global tournament. Thank you so much for having me once again. Thank you so much to Euphoria Esports and Kill Still International. All right, thank you so much for sponsoring for this 25,000 prize pool, and Bashi, White Cheng B, KSI Zenit, and KSI DT as well for sponsoring this tournament. Thank you so much for having me as your shoutcaster. Thank you so much, Tourna Bus and Mission Control Direct, Daddy Mon. Thank you so much for the HD graphics. Thank you. That was really a smooth run right there. And for the Bakbakan management admin, thank you so much, Arsen and Jams. You guys are really amazing. I know puyat na kayo. This is gonna be the perfect time for you to sleep. Thank you so much for the great team for this tournament. Thank you so much, Singlicious, as well, for inviting us. You guys really awesome. Thank you so much. My name is Super Clark. Once again, if you haven't followed my page, ano pa hinihintay nyo? I-follow nyo na yan. Same thing with Tourna Bus. Same thing with the Bakbakan Management. There we go. That's the end. We are definitely saying thank you to you all. My name is Super Clark. Signing off. Magandang gabi. Magandang umaga. Adios.